Howdy folks, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from inside the 92 Jeep Cherokee. Early, well, early's relative, not early bird early, just early Sunday morning. And so we're taking this road trip today. Why? Because it's the first Burlington of the season. Burlington around here is basically, it's our outdoor antique market. It's the only one we've got. And so people, and the big one, everybody's been storing up stuff over the winter. So this is the big one. And they charge you like $5 to get in, okay? Early, it's called early bird. The early bird thing. And then it's $3. They moved the time up to 8. It used to be 9, but now it's 8. And I can't justify that extra $2. So, and I'm not young. When I was young, I used to go, and it was a lot more like the Wild West at 5 in the morning. So when I was younger, I was collecting radios and TVs. All right. How do you guys shop? If you do antique, what I do is I like run through it once, okay, and I just look over everything real quick. Of course, you're going to miss stuff, so then I go through it a second time slow. All right. But now I'm not looking for radios anymore because radios dried up. Back when I started doing this, in the early 80s, like 1980, I think it was, okay, 80 or 81. It's once a month throughout the summer, like through October, and every month I would find a radio from the 20s or 30s, you know, a nice one. Never Catalan, you know, collared plastic sets you all know are worth, you know, a bunch of money, but really nice wood tabletops, okay? I never bought a floor model there. I had a limited amount of space, but I would get a nice wood tabletop. I'm trying to think of cathedrals and tombstones, but anyway, this one guy had a glory tone, this glory tone had a pointed top on it, okay? And what was weird about the thing is the chassis was upside down, either upside down or sideways. I don't remember. I still got the radio. If I use this part of the video, maybe I'll shoot a picture of it if I can. But it's a decorative. It's not uncommon. It's not an uncommon set, but maybe now. I don't know how. I got, like I said. Anyway, so I go up to this dealer, okay, and it's, you know, he's still unloading, and there's this radio there, and I said, how much do you want for the radio? And he says $150, and that was like way high for the time. And I offered him which was a good price, a fair price for the thing. I said, well, would you take $75, you know? He says, God damn it, you cut my price in half. Nah. I kind of was shocked by that because the dealer's supposed to be used to it. Now, of course, he's probably half crazy trying to make a living. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. He'd probably been up all night drinking. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I thought, okay, you know, so I walked away, and then I left, but I had a friend who would stay at these things the whole day, and I said, we go up and offer him $75 at the end of the day. And he did, and I ended up with the radio. You know what I'm saying? You know, it must drive dealers crazy watching these shows like American Pickers. And what these auction guys that run around is now they're seeing how people do in fact deal. Amusing is that when I go to a used record store, I'll find wife's accusing me of hoarding, okay? Because I collect a lot of records, right? But I don't, you know, and every hoarder will say that they're not a hoarder. So you can't have an excuse. Granted, it's easier, frankly. I've always said this about everything that I collect. And these are words of wisdom for Manic Mark. It's easier to buy something than to sell something. Nah, I didn't make that up. So we're talking about, oh, man, I got to back all the way up. When you go to like an antique thing, like a big show or something, I don't think, well, anytime you go, even a flea market, or an antique store, especially a store is even more difficult. But we're talking about how you deal, you know, offer these people so little money, and he said they're, you know, they're used to it. But the one thing that he said that always stuck with me is they can always say no. You know, whatever offer you make, they can always say no. If I took stuff to an antique show, I always priced it to get rid of it, okay? So if somebody asked me, would you take this amount of money for it? You know, I would be like, well, it's already, you know, pretty much giveaway. But I soon got over that. And you know, a seasoned dealer, because a seasoned dealer will have all these like canned excuses. Stuff's already got to be gone because I'm not an early bird picker. Oh, the excitement's starting to build. I could feel it. I could feel it. I get so excited. I can get so excited. In a pack of cars, and people are like, man, if I don't get there in front of this guy, he's going to get my stuff. I got to get there in front of him. And look, if people set up outside of the thing, it's so big that they set up outside of the thing. That's just flea market crap right there. Because I don't want to pay the early bird fee. I'm older. I just don't care. I don't care. I don't have that killer instinct anymore. And here we are. So now you gotta wait. You gotta wait for your treasures in line. You gotta wait in line. Look, there's a radio there. That's not worth anything. May I help you? How much do you want for that old mouse over there? That plastic mouse? Oh, that plastic mouse. It's antique. Okay. How much you want for that antique plastic mouse? $1,000. $1,000? $1,000. Okay, hold on a second. It's really cute. The ear's got a chip in it. The ear's got a chip in it. It's in perfect condition. $1,000. You broke it! You broke the damn thing, you son of a bitch! $1,000. $1,000. Well, would you take $500 for it? $500? You cut my price in half, you bastard! $500. Oh, whoa! Hold on there, little. That's fine. Okay. I'll just have my friend come back later and offer you half of $500, which would be whatever half is. Half of $500. You cut my price in half twice. You cut my. That's 50% of 50%. It's been in the family for 1,200 years. It's antique. 1,200 years? 1,200 years. Don't you mean like 12 years? No, 1,200 years. My grandfather's grandfather and his grandfather before him had that plastic mouse in a curio cabinet in the living room of his farmhouse in the middle of Indiana where no one else lived. It was out in the middle of Indiana. I want it for my mouse collection. Oh, you collect mice? Yes, I've got many plastic mice. Oh, that's sweet. This would look good in that. For 50% of 50% of $500. 50% of 50% of $500. Are you out of your mind? I'm thinking more like 25% of 50% of 50. I didn't bring a calculator. I'm just a junker. I don't care. I can't think about this stuff. Why do you think we're buying and selling antiques? We don't know what the... Dealing 50% off your 25% of your 100%. And you throw... If that doesn't work, you got to break the ice and you got to put everything together and offer one price, which is the same as getting 25 to 50% of 25% off. Okay, I'll come back in an hour. Damn you, American pickers. Damn you. It's cold out here. I need a cup of coffee. How do you give me a goddamn cup of coffee and a cigarette? Well, we just finished the first show, which is normally a good deal, but man, it was left a lot to be desired. I just got one little impulse thing here. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little spring-loaded ball game. I don't know what you call them, but it's a Korean War vintage. from what I can tell, it's got a tank on it. This is heavy tank with a 155mm gun, which I believe Korean War vintage. Anti-aircraft gun, 3-inch gun, firing position, anti-tank gun. Every ball counts. That's good advice. It's broken in the springs, but I like